Okay. All right. Great. Lovely. So now I'm all set, and we're going to move ahead. So I'll tell you a little bit about me. My name is Sonali. For those of you who don't know me, but nevertheless, if you've been to the Kappa website, then this is something that you already know. I head Kappa in India, and I also head the fitness educator program for Kappa. On the personal front, I am a mom to two kids. I started my interest in the career, in the profession as a birth professional with my own pregnancy journeys and my own interest as well. But then that's taken me a long way. Now, I've been conducting pregnancy classes, lactation consults, and etc. for 16 years now. So in May of 2020, I complete 16 years. I am based in Mumbai, and that's where I am conducting my classes from. And that's where Kappa's Indian office is based as well. So I would request you to keep all your cell phones off. We have kept your audios on mute because we definitely don't want sound disturbances. But in case by chance your audio is getting switched on, I'm not very tech savvy, please switch off your audio on your own. You can post your queries in the chat window. I'll make sure I answer them as I go along. Or if it is not relevant to the immediate slide, I will answer it towards the end of the session. So let me tell you a little bit about Kappa. So Kappa is an international organization. The head office of Kappa is based in the United States. What we have here in India, Kappa India is a branch. And what you should know is that any certification which is done in India is valid in all other countries also. So, what we cover with you 100% is the international curriculum. There is no change in the international curriculum that is covered in any Kappa India course. With and above that, additionally, we also cover a lot of Indian content because India is a different country and obviously we have a different culture. So, whether to eat ghee or not, whether to cover our head, put a scarf around our ear, a head, put cotton in our ears, there are so many myths and there are so many things which are very unique to India as a culture. So we've added these little concepts on into our courses, but we've not removed anything from the course. So the curriculum remains intact. In fact, it has been enhanced to include the Indian content as well. Which is why, if you, I mean, we would love for you to be in India because the whole idea of starting Kappa India in 2009 was that there should be more and more support professionals in India. Birth, post delivery, pregnancy, it's an amazing experience. And for any woman to have support is one of the best things possible. But life moves on, right? So if you plan to migrate, check on the validity and scope in that country, and I'm here to help you with that. So here's a little bit about Kappa. We are an organization which basically offers birth professionals training. We believe that pregnancy, birth, and the post delivery period are natural phases, and a woman's body and mind instinctively know how to birth. We provide women with information and support. We do not do medical advice or diagnose. So a lot of times I'm asked this question that, if I do not have a medical background, am I still eligible to do a Kappa course? And the answer is yes. It's very important that we do not use guilt, but we allow informed decision making. After all, it is their body. We work very closely as a support team with doctors. We're not, so that this is doctors and this is somebody else. We are working very closely together as a team. So that's the whole idea that we support each other. We're not doing their work, they're not doing our work. So these are your requirements. Most importantly, anybody who joins the Kappa course has to be a minimum of 18 years of age. This is a requirement for global as well as India. There is no minimum educational qualification required. Very important, all our course content, material, books, etc., is in the English language. You have to have computer accessibility and an internet connection. Very essential to do well in any profession is passion and interest. So if you really, really believe in what you are teaching, trust me, you will definitely make an amazing career out of it. Until and unless you love what you do, it's not going to be an absolute success story. So when a lot of times students ask me this question, and maybe one of you has asked me this as well, which course should I do? I can't answer that. You have to decide which course calls out to you, which course is giving you the best call from within that says, I see myself doing this. That's the course for you. So kappa offers a free annual conference. This is open to all members for attending. It's conducted once a year and it is in the United States. The second advantage that we have is that we have a member database. So Kappa International maintains a member database, and so does Kappa India. The Kappa India database becomes extremely beneficial to you because any kind of references, etc., is like a yellow pages, like a directory of professionals. So if someone asks for information about a professional in a particular locality, Kappa India will be able to provide that. The international database becomes your resource for reaching other professionals. So if you are migrating, if you are visiting, if you are also kind of stuck and you need some information from other places regarding a particular case, some new thing that you're trying, then the international database will be really helpful. The course has international acceptance. Our students have migrated to almost every country. So we've had students go to Kenya, to Thailand, to Australia, New Zealand, parts of Europe, US, Canada. So we've actually had students go all over. And then, of course, there is the Kappa community, which you become a part of once you are a Kappa member. These are the different programs that Kappa offers in India. Kappa has a couple of more programs, but those are very required in the Western countries. Things like the teen pregnancy educator in India. Teen pregnancy is not something that people will talk about. Or an antepartum and postpartum doula. These are people who will be actually helping mothers with, things after the baby, which we have, a lot of house help and etc. for. So the programs which we've launched in India are these five, and I will tell you a little bit about each of the programs. So the first program is the childbirth educator. These are the educators who actually conduct the pregnancy classes. You know what we hear, what we listen, that, oh, I'm going for a pregnancy class when I'm pregnant. That's the childbirth educator. That's the certified trainer who will be doing that. Their role starts from pregnancy. So when a mother decides that she's pregnant and she would like to start getting information to the time that she actually delivers the baby. These professionals can work in private setting, which means you could have your own classes in your own home, office environment, home visits, or you could also work within a hospital setting with doctors. These course fees and durations are mentioned on our website, but generally there is confusion. What if I finish earlier? Yes, 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 yes. We really want you to finish early. So if you submit all your requirements in, say, 5 months, we're very happy to proceed and process your certification in 5 months. You do not have to wait for the complete 2 year period. Understand that all Kappa courses work in the international way. You have certain assignments. If the assignments have been completed, your course is done. We don't really need to wait the way our Indian university courses work to finish the entire semester. So there's no semester, there's no requirement of a maximum time limit, a minimum time limit. Maximum, we will give you 2 years, which is a lot. In my opinion, it's a lot. If you're going to take 2 years to complete my course content, I'm sure you're going to get bored. So your motivation should come in from the perspective that you have to try and finish the course as soon as possible with the best diligence. These are labor doulas. That's our second course. We call them birth support professionals, which means that they're going to be working with families during labor. Women may have discomfort, they might need breathing, labor positions, just positive reinforcement, understanding what's happening during labor. All of this can be answered by the labor doula. Again, the labor doula does not deliver the baby. The labor doula supports the family while they're delivering the baby. It's either the doctor or the midwife who will deliver the baby. Labor doulas always will work in hospital settings. They will not be working at home unless and until it's a home birth where a doctor is in attendance. Okay. Then comes in the lactation educator. These educators conduct breastfeeding classes. Many times mothers have asked me this question. I don't want to do many classes. Maybe I want to do just the labor preparation class. And I tell them, you know what, please do the breastfeeding class, because this is actually one of the most important and the most ignored area during a mother's pregnancy and birth preparation. So breastfeeding is essential for the mother, essential for the child, impacts the child lifelong. So mothers should definitely focus and get breastfeeding off to the right start. Besides conducting breastfeeding classes, these professionals will also offer support. So you can if you know, help mothers with their position, their latch, answer breastfeeding related questions, diet, all of those aspects becomes your forte. You will work with families generally post delivery. We recommend starting working in hospital settings. Once you establish your name, then you should start working in private settings as a lactation educator. Also, then you can set up your clinic and you can have people come to you, or you could do home visits depending on what you feel comfortable. The next I have is a pregnancy fitness educator. And as the name suggests, it's all about prenatal fitness. So, prenatal fitness includes three areas, that's exercise, nutrition, and emotional fitness, because all of these become really essential as far as maternal health during pregnancy and postpartum is concerned. It's all hormonal, isn't it? So, these instructors will work with families right from pregnancy to even the postpartum phase. Their range is really, really long. So, from pregnancy to the post delivery phase, again in private or hospital settings, wherever. Now, obviously, because it's an exercise oriented program, the instructor would require a little bit of space. So maybe working in association with wellness centers where a studio space is available might actually be a great idea. The last course and the newest baby in our kitty is the new parent educator. It was launched internationally about 2 years ago. This is our program which focuses on parenting, so parenting classes, and these educators will work with families post delivery. There are so many things that a new parent needs to know: sleep schedules, why does a baby cry, how do I dress a baby, what are my emotional changes, why am I feeling so low, why am I feeling such mood swings? What are the relationship changes? So many things that a new parent educator can deal with. So, all of these aspects is what works for new parent educators. What we see is that there is maximum scope of working in private settings because each family's needs are very different. So, doing an assessment, what the family's needs are, and then providing information related to those aspects is what a new parent educator would be doing. So, here are the steps to becoming a certified trainer. The first thing that obviously anybody would have to do is register. We will then be dispatching your material and we will assign you a mentor. In the current COVID situation, we are only able to dispatch certain material via email. Additional material will be dispatched once courier services have resumed. But right now, to get you started on your initial assignments, all the things will be sent via email, so you will not be losing any time. A mentor that is assigned to you is already a senior who has done that course, who is working in that field. So when you have any questions, of course, they will not answer test related questions or assignment answers, but they will definitely help you in where to resource things, how to get your assignments done, and etc. Your mentors are generally accessible via email. And if you wish to speak to your mentor, we recommend that you fix a call time so that the mentor can be free and available and answer you at leisure, right? You will also require some additional reading books. These are available very easily. However, right now, again, we are recommending Kindle versions. Okay. You need to complete all your pre-training assignments. Then you're going to attend the training. And then you'll complete your post-training assignments and then finally give the final exam. The final exam is always online. The first thing that you're doing is obviously your reading process. So we recommend that you read extensively. So whatever questions are assigned to you in your reading assignment, don't just read about the question. Please read everything around the question. Read beyond the questions. When you're answering assignments, always answer questions to the point and always focus on your presentation. A lot of times I get students who give me very, very rambled assignments, absolutely no formatting, no spell check done, etc. So, as a professional, besides training you about pregnancy and how to kind of take these classes and etc., I'm also training you to be a professional. So, it is very very essential that you focus on your presentation as well. These are the training options. We have physical training, which happens in Mumbai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad. So you can travel to these locations if that is something that you would prefer. We also have online live trainings now. COVID has got us to start that. So something like what we're doing right now, where a trainer is live with you, and we actually do a physical live training. So we fix timings, and everybody who is in that particular batch will log in at the same time. Our current agenda is to do one class a week of about 60 to 90 minutes and the weekly assignment. So that's how the online live trainings are functioning. And for those of you who cannot make it for the online live trainings, we still have our online e learning modules, which means you will get a username and password and you will be able to complete all the assignments and workshops and videos at your own time and pace. So you could be doing it at 2 a.m., you could be doing it at 3 p.m., you could do it for a day, you could not do it for 4 days. So the choice will be completely yours. The total course duration, as I've already mentioned, is a maximum of 2 years to complete all submissions. And 85% pass grade is required. That is mandatory. If you do not meet the grade, we will give you another retest option, but make sure that you do your submissions carefully and recheck before you submit so that you do not need the second retest option. Even if you are going in for a retest, it's not that you failed. It's just that we want you to be perfect because besides yourself, you're also carrying our name. So it's very important that we send you out there in perfection rather than anything less. So whenever a correction is given to you, never take it personally. So many conversations already regarding this. So your scope is obviously private practice. You could have your own setup. You could have a hospital practice, work in association with multiple hospitals. You could also associate with doctors, and then you can do home visits. So there are various ways in which you can actually work once you are certified professional. There is additional scope as well. So once you have certain years of experience, you can even apply to work as a mentor for other students. So Kappa has this opportunity for our senior students. As I said, right, we assign you a mentor who's a senior student who's already certified. You could then become one of those. And we are also looking for trainers in different locations. So besides having these live trainings, people do like to have trainings in various cities. So since we already have Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, we are looking for more cities. So if you think you have it in you to eventually become a trainer, then that's an option that you can also consider, which could be additional scope of work. So if you have to register, you can first think about this, send an email to sonali@kappaindia.com, or you can download the enrollment form from www.kappaindia.com. So if you send me an email, that's what I'll send you, the enrollment form, or you can just download it directly yourself. All the course requirements, all the course details are also on the website. So if you missed anything during this session, everything is on the website. And of course, I'm really happy to answer questions once we're done with all the items on this agenda. Payment is always via NEFT or check. So currently, we're only accepting NEFT because courier option is not available. Kappa is also on Facebook. So please ensure that at the end of this session, do go into Facebook and follow us. Our handle is Kappa India. So look for Kappa India page and follow it. So that is going to be your access to getting information about future programs, courses, etc. And now I'm really happy to take any questions that you may have so that we can take this ahead. Yes, so as I said that, once you've certified and there is no location, no Kappa center or training center in your location, yes, you can definitely set up you can ask to become first a mentor and then a trainer for your location. So that is definitely an opportunity that is available. There is no starting point for any of our batches. All our batches start with first and foremost reading work. So once you register, you can start off on your reading work. Our lactation educator training is starting this Wednesday. Our childbirth educator and fitness educator trainings, live trainings, will also start in this week. So that's starting off, but registrations are always open. So our online live training, as I told you, mentioned is that when we are the way we're talking right now, right? I would be live, you would be live. It would be a smaller group. Right now, there are about 16 participants in this webinar. We would normally be doing a smaller group of about 5 to 6 students. What we will do is set up a common time. So, say for example, we are 5 of us, and we decide that we're going to do our class every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. So every Wednesday at 3 o'clock, everybody logs in through the WebEx link that I send you, and for 60 to 90 minutes, it's a live training. So it can be Q&A based. I will be teaching, and at the end of each session, I will also be giving a short assignment which you have to complete before the next session, which will be in another week's time. We estimate that you will require a total of about 3 months, so approximately 12 sessions to finish all the content that we have to cover. The major difference between traditional and online course, so now that we have the live trainings, it's kind of become the online version as well. But otherwise, technically, we did have, we do have an online module. So what happens in that is that when someone registers, we provide you with a username and password. So you kind of, key that in, go to the website, key that in, and then, your first lesson opens up. And then you can view that lesson, answer the questions related to that lesson, and click submit. And then it gets graded, and then you move ahead to the next lesson. So you're completely self paced. Suppose you're in the middle of the lesson may be 1.5 hours in length. You're in the middle of the lesson, and your internet connection goes off. That's okay. The next time when you open it, it will start from that point. So that's how that works. That's the basic difference. So right now, just as an example, the way you guys are watching me and you're asking your questions live, that's the advantage of a traditional version. So when people come into a classroom, instead of now coming into Mumbai, Bangalore, or Hyderabad just for this COVID situation, all our trainers are now doing these live trainings. Yes, you can register for more than one program at a time. And in fact, there is a benefit because you definitely get that benefit of having two or more courses in terms of pricing, but you will also get benefit in terms of assignments because eventually there is a lot of interrelation between the courses, and all of these are going to overlap. So there are going to be common assignments which you can then get away with, in the sense, if you're, say, for example, you're the childbirth educator and the lactation educator, so the common assignments you have to do only once. You don't have to spend so much time doing all of the assignments. So for whoever is looking at multiple courses, you have my email address. You can go through the courses. You can decide which ones you want to do multiple, and I can let you know what your costings will be basis the choice of courses, because the combinations make a difference as well. Does anybody have any more questions? So all assignments are submitted online, so they are done on a Word document. So you will be doing it on a Word document, and you will be sending it across via email, depending on the submission date of the assignment. So that's how you will submit your assignments. Which course has the highest scope and need? That's a question that's really difficult for me to answer. But I can tell you basis popularity. The childbirth educator is the most popular course, which because they conduct the pregnancy classes, the birth preparation classes. That seems to be the most important thing that women have in their mind. So in terms of collaborations with doctors and etc., also the childbirth educator seems to have the maximum preference amongst a lot of people. Of late, in the last couple of years, I have seen a lot of requirement for lactation educators as well, because a lot of maternity facilities are realizing that it is something which is necessary, and it really helps their mothers if the lactation support is provided in the hospital. So I've been getting calls from hospitals, calls from doctors asking for numbers of lactation counselors so that they can get in touch with them and then hire them. So that's also looking to be another very promising scope. Yes, as soon as you get your certificate, everything is submitted to satisfaction, you can start teaching. That's the whole idea. You don't have a wait period. This is not like a licensing thing. You can definitely start teaching as soon as you receive your certificate. To start personal practice for pregnancy fitness educators, so you could be working one on one with people, right? So if you're working one on one, then you don't need too much space. But if you want to work in groups, right? So at one point, for example, when I was conducting pregnancy fitness classes, I used to have 15, 16, 18 pregnant women come into my class at any given point of time. So then I needed a large studio space. I would have, that many mats and all of the exercise equipment. We had mirrors on one side. All of those, little perks and quirks were there in the class. So that is why for pregnancy fitness educators, I generally suggest to start off. It's a good idea to kind of associate with a wellness center, because you're not going to be conducting pregnancy exercises all day. You may be doing two or three classes per day, so you don't may not need the whole space for the entire day, so you can always work with a situation where you have certain time slots at a wellness center, at a studio, at a gym, where you can then kind of train women. Um, this is how you will be attending trainings when you're taking these live sessions, right? So you will receive a link to your training session. You will click on that the way you've logged in today. And the difference here will be that because we'll be smaller groups, there will also be audio conversation from your end. Right now, because it's a large group, we are keeping all audios off. So while we are teaching, the audio will be asked to be kept off, but then every time you want to ask a question, you can always unmute yourself and ask a question. Your videos will be on too, so we will be looking at each other face to face. If any of you want to switch your videos on now, you're most welcome. We would love to see your faces. I've got my grid view open, but I can only see everyone's icons. So if you want to switch your videos on, please go ahead and do that. But that's the general idea, that a live training will be like this, but yes, with conversation from your end as well, not just a one way monologue. You won't be stuck to only asking questions on a chat. So, well, we do actually give extensions for a course beyond 2 years. Obviously, if there are valid reasons and etc. So you can apply for an extension, 45 days to 90 days. But 2 years is a lot. I've actually had students finishing their courses in 6 months, 8 months. When I did my childhood educator course in 2002, 2003, I finished it in 9 months, and I had two small kids as well. So it's not difficult. The content is very interesting, and it's all presented in very layman terms. You're not going to be studying large science related books. It's going to be more conversational books. We are not looking at you memorizing stuff. What we're looking at you is understanding how to find the information. So don't worry, it's not something which is going to take a toll on you, and you're not going to be like mugging up content at all. So as far as multiple courses are concerned, honestly, I know I am Kappa India and I'm saying this, but I generally suggest to students that please sign up for one course and then you see how it is treating you in terms of study work, time management. Over and above that, while you're doing the course, we will also have some practical work for you, so you will also get a sense of what the industry in your locality wants. So according to that, you can do the second course. So for example, I did the childbirth educator myself first. And while I was working as a childbirth educator taking pregnancy classes, the doctor for whom I was taking pregnancy classes told me that, Rali, you should be actually coming and supporting mothers for breastfeeding also. When I said, like, I'm not certified. So he said, go get certified. So is what pushed me to go and become a lactation educator. So that's the recommendation that I would also give. But it's not that people haven't joined 4 courses at the same time or 3 courses at the same time. It's really a very personal choice. I suggest start with one, and then if you feel that you have time and you can manage, you can add another one immediately. Also, there's no need to wait there. How relevant are these in smaller cities? I don't know which city you are from, but in 2007, this is almost now so many years, 13, 14 years ago, I did a class in Raipur, which is considered to be a small city. And over there, I was actually, people were so keen, so anxious. They were wondering why the class doesn't happen every week. Why can't the trainer come back? But had been invited by a doctor, so obviously I couldn't keep going back there every week to Raipur to do a class. On the flip side, Kolkata is considered to be a large city, and when I went to Kolkata about 10 years, 12 years ago to do a workshop, I was surprised that there were no prenatal classes there. Now, of course, there are, but that particular class that I did had 80 women, and their husbands also attend. So we had 80 participants in the class, which was very heartwarming because Kolkata was deprived. So it the awareness is there. As long as you are able to structure your course content as per the relevance in your community, you will be able to find takers for it. So if you try to teach something which is very big city style, then that's not something which will work in a smaller town. A smaller town will, probably require a different format. So Kappa is a flexible organization. We teach you the content, but within that content, how you choose to mix and match, how you choose to present it to your students when you are teaching is going to be completely your prerogative. Yes. So the assignments, when we normally do the, whether it's the online pre-prepared training or we're doing the live training, the assignment is very short. It is related to the content that was covered. The only idea being that we want to know that you were awake during the session, right? It shouldn't be that, you switched me off, put me on mute, and then, you've not heard a word that I've said. Because again, as I said, I do need you to become perfect. If you don't become perfect, you're carrying my name, you're carrying Kappa's name around as well. So that's something which is important. Earning potential. You're not going to become an Ambani by doing any of these courses, that's for sure, because it's not one of those things. But definitely the scope and capacity is there. In the beginning, it's a little slow. Like, so when I started working, I used to kind of, do one class a week. So obviously the income was also as per that. But as time progressed and work increased, it actually became much better than a full-time corporate career as well. So it also will depend on your location. A smaller town will obviously command slightly lower prices, but then overall the standard of living in smaller towns is also lower in terms of expenses, eating out, theaters, etc., versus a big city like Bombay. What are the things that you need for childbirth education? I am not very sure I clearly understand that question. Which one is better? There is no need. I mean, both of them are okay. It's not that students have not done the traditional course, students have not done the online course. Uh, I personally like the live trainings. I personally like the traditional programs where at least we meet each other face to face. We get to know each other a little bit. But again, that doesn't mean that if I have a student who's doing only the pre prepared lessons, I don't give them that much attention. So we give attention to all our students. We check and grade each assignment very, very closely. So you don't have to worry as far as the content of the training is concerned. It's going to be a personal choice as to what you like and what is convenient for you. And the amount includes everything. There is no additional fee that the institute will take from you as long as you don't delay things, don't ask for extensions and all of those things. So no, everything is included. As I said, you will need some additional reading books. So the website mentions that the course fee is inclusive of, as you said, exam fees, processing fees, certification fees, mentor fees. Everything is included. We don't have any additional charges of the same. If any of you require an installment plan, that is also an option. So you can write to me independently which course you want and what is the installment phase that you're looking at, and we can let you know what the installment breakup would be. So we would be looking at a live class of 60 to 90 minutes. So for example, I have five students who are going to be doing the childbirth educator course. Along with all of you, all five together, we would decide on a time. As I said, for example, there is a lactation class, lactation educator class, which is starting on this Wednesday. So we have all decided that 3 o'clock every Wednesday is when we are going to log in and we are going to be doing our class. The way I'm recording this meeting for other students, what we have also done is we are signed up for a cloud account. So we will be recording those sessions also. However, those recordings will be available only for 1 or 2 days, not longer. So if by chance you miss a class, then you can take the live link and you can watch it, but within that 1 to 2 days. If you extend it and say, okay, I'll see it next week, that is not possible for the live training. If you really think your schedule doesn't meet up, then it is better that you go for the pre prepared online lessons. For your mentor, it's completely up to you, because if you have a question, you will be sending the question via email, the mentor will reply to you. So you don't have to remove any time for that. Yes, observations are essential, but yes, it is not possible now. So you will obviously complete everything else, and then you will keep this pending. If I'm going to say, if things don't open up even for a year, then Kappa will surely come up with alternatives. So you don't need to worry about that. We will make sure that we give you all the support possible so that you can finish your course requirements to the best possible capacity. Uh, Mothers and pregnant ladies, I'm sorry, I did not understand that question. So if you could post it again. The certificates are not different. The certificate does not mention that you've done an online live training, online pre prepared training, physical training. It doesn't mention anything like that. So don't worry, the certificate is the same. Our class limit is about 8, whether it is a physical training or it is a live training. Planning out a course that you're going to give to a student, we will help you with that. That is part of your course content. That was wonderful. You guys had a lot of questions and really good questions. I'm sure I've been able to answer a lot of doubts and queries and all of the other things that, and that's why I think it was excellent that I could get everybody in one group. So all questions could be answered rather than, one by one on the phone. So you have my email addresses. No, Kappa does not have any midwife related courses. We do not teach about anything medical. That's my email address. Just for you to kind of reach out to me in case you have any more questions. Um, as far as you're planning your pregnancy classes once you're certified, that's really going to be dependent on you. Sometimes you may be asked to do a workshop of a whole day. So, you could be finishing off your entire class from morning to evening. Sometimes you could be calling mothers once a week for 10 weeks. Sometimes it could be a week long course, Monday through Saturday. So, the structure of your course for pregnant women is completely your choice. All right, so I think we've managed to, answer all the questions. Thank you so much for joining me today, and you've been a lovely audience. And if you have any more questions, I would be really happy to answer them on email. You have given you my email address over here, and I do look forward to having you as a part of the Kappa family really soon. Thank you, and have a very nice day.